Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video I'm going to be analysing Euro Yen as the price may be about to reverse. Now we spoke about the yen yesterday and we actually covered a potential reversal on New Zealand yen because the price is consolidating, and we talked about when a price consolidates, you want to be looking at either trading from the top of the range or trading from the bottom of the range, given your bias in the market. Now the reason why I always talk about biases is because it's really important when it comes to trading that you don't just jump straight into trading the markets. You want to understand, or there's a formula in what I see in trading the markets. And one thing I want to sort of discuss before I jump into analysing this is my sort of methods into getting into a position. So obviously you want a strategy. Okay, and this is the main strategy. This is what's going to give you a probability edge in the market. Okay, so let's just say the strategy you're working with has a 60 to 70% win ratio. Okay, so that means that out of say 100 trades, 60 to 70 will work, 40 to 30 will lose, and obviously if you have a risk reward greater than 1 to 1, then obviously that would be a very profitable strategy. Now what we see in a lot of traders is that they simply just focus too much on this and not necessarily understand why that strategy works in the first place. So my system is a trend based system. I do have a reversal system as well, but it's not as used as a trend based system. Trend based systems are high probability opportunities. So I like to work backwards, and I like to work with the higher time frames. So for me, the 4-hour time frame is a nice time frame, a good medium time frame that I like to work with involving my analysis. But essentially, to start this all off, if my strategy is trend based, I want to identify a trend. Now, why do trends particularly form? And it's quite simple, really. It's one currency is strong, one currency is weak, and that's why we get these trends. So the yen has been pretty weak for a while now. We even discussed this yesterday on terms of our the strength meter, seeing that yen had been weak for a while, and what that allows us to do is to look for opportunities. Now I know around about the 11th of February, yen really was the one that was moving to sort of the downside, and you can see this is the sort of 11th of February in and around this sort of area here. And look what's happened to price after that fact. The yen has weakened significantly. The market has rallied nearly 200 pips from that point. So if euro was getting stronger at that point, yen getting weaker, this would have been a great market to trade to the upside. Now what we're seeing now is that the yen weakness is starting to dissipate. We're starting to see a bit of yen strength, and that's what's making me think that the trend may change on these yen pairs. Now obviously euro is not looking too great either. It's looking a bit flatline, to be honest, and against the dollar it's actually suffering quite a bit. So euro is another sort of area where we could look to take advantage of a strong against a weak currency, yen being the potential strong currency, euro being the potential weak. So we should see euro yen move down. The next thing I want to do is identify the trend. What is the market doing? I need to identify a trend because I have a trend-based strategy. Is the market making lower lows and lower highs? Is it making higher highs and higher lows? Now, in this instance, the market is still technically making higher highs and higher lows. However, price has had quite a strong retracement, and it is now consolidating in this area. So very similar to Kiwi yen, we talked about the fact that we want to see the price make lower lows first, and that's exactly what I would like to see here on euro yen as well. I'd like to see price take out these lows because strong buyers have obviously been sitting here, and every time price has come to this level, the market has rallied away from that point. I don't want that to happen. I want price to break through this level. So I want to see sellers win from this consolidation zone. I then want to trade the pullback and get involved. So again, it comes down to sort of the 4-hour trend and the 4-hour support and resistance levels. So what I like to do is try and establish this before I even get to my strategy, because it allows my strategy to be more efficient. I don't want to trade a trend in strategy through this area, because that's a range. If I try and trade my trend-based strategy through this area here, you're not going to have a great time. You're going to fail, and you're going to lose a lot of money, or lose a lot of percentage gain just through these range periods. You need to wait for that clear opportunity to get involved. So with euro yen here, I like the fact that the sort of daily time frame is really struggling here at the moment. I like the fact that the market is kind of trying to wick to the upside. Market can't really break through. Now, what I need to see in order to be a short seller is a break below these lows. If we get a break below these lows, I like the opportunity of getting short around about 128 sort of 80s and trade down to this area just through here. Now, the reason why I have a trend line in here, not typically a huge fan of trend lines, but it kind of coincides with a couple of different areas. First of all, we obviously have this zone in here where the market has found resistance, support. So this is an area where I would expect the market to test if we were to break lower. Another sort of area as well, like I said, if I go to the daily time frame, we can see that we have a bounce here, here, and here. So 3 bounces on the lows. If that extends higher, it actually comes in around about this 128.25 level. So I'm looking for prices to come back down into this point in case the trend wants to continue on the daily. Okay, I expect if price breaks out of here, we could probably see some lower prices, but that's obviously depending on how the strength and weakness of the currency goes at that point. But for me, seeing these strong bearish candlesticks coming in at this key level is something of interest. I think we could see some further downside. Hope you enjoyed this video update, and I'll speak to you in the next one.